All right, look, I just want to see if this will make any sense to you. All right, this has got to make some kind of sense. Okay, in recovery, okay, there's a number, and it's about 95% failure. Now, we're going to say 50% of that number is hard failure, which would be what? Death, prison time, relapse after relapse after relapse. So the funeral homes, the hospitals, the EMTs, the morgues. I don't know how you spell that. I just went blank. It don't matter. The separated families. That's going to cost a lot of money. Okay, but when these, okay, you're made of those. They're gone. Okay. I was in their system. Okay. Those are the last 19 months of my debacle. So we've got an ICU, East Ridge, Valley Detox, my third time there. Fast forward to Ridgeview in Atlanta, first time there. And then Tamar, recovery center down there, left it. And then to ER, Hutchinson. Then to Highlands Detox. Then to ICU again in East Ridge. Then to Ridgeview Detox. And I think that was my second time there. Valley Detox, fourth. ER, Hutchinson. And then Peachford down there in Atlanta. Okay, so we've got hospitals, we've got, and all these are involved. Detoxes, you have psych wards, rehabs, hospitals, and all those right there are going to do what? Yeah, pills. And then you've got the doctors, nurses. You've got all this stuff structured. And this is just 50%. We're just going on. It's hard. Because for one, we're never taught in this system the material that you're made of. Okay? It's all in the blood. Okay? We cannot keep consuming sugar every day, foods that are literally giving us all of our diseases. Yeah, obesity has consequences, and nobody says it. So the deal is, I care about you because they want you to depend on them. That's why they keep giving you all this stuff out here. And it's hard for you to see anything because what else causes all this? Not necessarily this, but these three right here. Yeah, and that's nothing. We can go on. Doctors, pills, because they give you the pills so you keep doing what got you in that in the first place. They made you into that, so you've got to go to these. And then they want you to die early in your 40s and 50s from strokes and heart attacks. And then that makes money. It's a money-making racket machine based off the eradication of that. You know, how important it is to do this. You know, we're never taught about electric foods. Nothing. Or anything about this. But then again, all y'all out there think there ain't no water. And it's like, nobody, if you're in a city, that's all you've ever known. Go to a lake. Go to something. And just watch it at night. Okay? But when we're taken out of like what we're here for, we're not here to work in these factories and shit and all these buildings that don't even care about us, these companies with all the little symbols and everything. Okay? We're here for a reason, and this is not it. And what's coming through me is trying to pull you out of the shit, the matrix. And it is. You know, so when we do this, so there's two main ones. Because there's 12. Okay, well, by default, when this goes away, then this is going to become deficient. And then we put in the foods, modified substances, chemicals, put it on the TV. You know, and TVs and all this shit everywhere. So you buy it, more money. And that's all people have ever known. And we can apply this to the food. Because this is a product, cause and effect. The society is the cause of this, and the effect, well, it's this. You know, and then you cause this, and this is the effect of it. And all kinds of other shit, too. Okay? So now, we're going to say we got, 30 more percent. And then the other 15% would be, this would be your ones that, they take their pills the right way and they go to their job and they're a great citizen but they're mind controlled from these. This is still a mood altering substance. And if you say anything about cannabis, it's like you're fucking crazy. That's a plant. Everything that they have gotten rid of is natural. Yeah. And you can make anything out of that. Anything out of both of them. See it. You're going to have this number right here. They're still going to struggle. But they're still going to relapse, but not like the 50. They'll get some time and then relapse and never work a real program. They never do. Not until they're down at the very bottom, but this 15% they're content, switching. I mean, they're better, to them it's better than what they were doing. And I respect that, but there's more. Okay, your job is not finished. You're not supposed to go, well, I like it here. Keep striving. Stars. And in the whole time, not once, in my experience, in any of this, they laughed at me when I was like, I'm gonna show y'all this is all bullshit. Yeah, I went to these places and got my paperwork to the records. This is East Park Ridge. ICU. We've got history of present illness. This is a discharge summary. The patient was a 35-year-old married white male. The patient was in active alcohol withdrawal. Of course, my brain is deficient of potassium phosphate, which is nerve fluid, pia matter, gray pia matter up here. And that's what causes this shit in the old people too, is you never had it in your whole life. In these structures, you don't get any of it. You're not going to hear about it. They don't even know about it. But we do. People that are really know themselves, you know. And, but anyways, history of present illness. The patient presented earlier that day in active alcohol withdrawal and was sent to the hospital for medical clearance. The patient returned to Park Ridge after treatment for blood pressure and IV fluids. Wait, I went to Valley. A buddy of mine dropped me off, and my vitals were too high, and they made me go to the ER before I went back to a detox. That's pretty bad. Yeah, it's like, no, we don't want you dying here. The patient reported he normally drinks 30 to 40 beers a day. The patient reported that his drinking was out of control. The patient reported body shakes and unable to hold a spoon or fork in his hand due to shakes. That's not just from the alcohol. That's from the poisoning of my body and having no cell salts. I had depleted all these in me by design. Now I'm in these structures getting these. And now it's still just me being clean though. Even though I'm on those, now my body naturally is starting to generate these 12 on its own. You know, through some of the food that I ate in some of these structures that were vegetables and stuff. So without me knowing it, I was getting better just from natural, from God. And you don't know anything about that. And the spoon, like, you know, once again, this is a deficiency. It's a deficiency of caliphos. It's what it is. Okay? That's why I always was like, how can somebody go to school and get a master's in addiction and never have an addiction? Because it's a Ponzi scheme. That's all it is. It's a system created around the death of us. Period. This is a pandemic. We, if given time, which it won't happen. It doesn't happen. It will not happen here. Because for one, people will not listen to an alcoholic. Give me 5 years with the sickest people and halfway sickest people. 5 years. Yeah, and leave us the fuck alone. But it will not happen. Because I'm trying to show you, I'm exposing all this for what it is, and I'm showing the world that your brain is literally that big, and you cannot put this together, and how your whole life has been it's been a design. And I really care about you. The patient reported he decided this past week that he was going to stop drinking. The patient reported he slowed down and stopped the previous day. The patient reported that active, so bad that he could not hold teaspoon to eat. Yeah, the tremors. A friend told to start the beer and that he could sip the beer in hopes that it would help the full body shiver shakes. I had to have a guy over here before I went there open a beer and put a straw in it so I could drink it. Because that's how bad. Now I know why. Because I didn't have the material in me. I had flushed it all out, dehydrated my brain, and it was eating itself, and that's when the shakes start. It's not hard. If you have a master's or something and you want to reach out to me and have enough nuts and humility, I will give you some references and shit, and it will literally blow your fucking mind right off. You will be changed forever. I will tell you that much. And then you'll have to be quiet. Because I'm sure you're a bigwig. And you'll start looking around going, who the fuck in here knows all this? And it's like all of them at the top. The patient reported he usually drank until he passed out. The patient reported not eating anything and unable to keep anything down due to nausea and vomiting for a week. Of course, I'm depleted. Patient has severe withdrawal, but no seizures. The patient has had 6 DUIs. Okay. Past medical history. Numbness, tremors, blackouts, hypertension, nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, indigestion. Past psychiatric and substance abuse history. Inpatient treatment at Tallulah Falls, 6 months. Psychiatric medication history. Unavailable at that time. The patient reported alcohol use was beer daily for 3 to 4 years and usually drinks 3 to 40 beers per day. The patient reported he used marijuana occasionally, 1 to 2 times per week. The patient reported no caffeine intake. Patient's nicotine history was unavailable. Well, I can tell you this, when you're shaking like shit and stuff, that you know what really saves us is some of the cannabis that we smoke or eat. Yeah, that's one of the things that's going to save your life. Okay. Let me see. Physical examination. I want to find out if the final diagnosis, alcohol dependence with withdrawal and delirium, resolved. Something none, hypertension, esophageal reflux, access 4, severe, whatever, access 5, at admission 25, and at discharge 45. The patient denied suicidal and homicidal ideations, thoughts, and plans. The patient denied auditory, visual hallucinations. The patient did receive medical detoxification. The patient declined staff assistance with arranging aftercare appointments. Yeah. Chose to arrange counseling and follow up. But there's nothing about these in here. Nothing. It's not, there's nothing there. There's nothing in there. I can go through all of them. I got all of them, buddy. Discharge medications. There's a bunch. You know, but it's aftercare plan. He was offered medication management appointment. Patient was offered medication management appointment. The patient declined as he currently was not on any psychotropic medications. Of course. But how is that going to help? That's not, listen, you give psych meds, anti-psych meds, it doesn't help. It doesn't help. I mean, it's crazy. These asylums and shit from a long time ago were castles. Yeah, and then eventually they took all that away and started poisoning people, and it's like, yeah, this is called schizophrenia. Yeah, and then give it time, and now it's a lie. It's a main course in all these shithead fake universities based off of never, ever showing us that we're really a battery at all. And the society you're in, it fucks you up, period. And if you can't see that, then you can start to see these structures make money off of this and this money that they created, and disease and sickness and all that shit, food addiction, all of it, every bit of it. And it could stop, but it ain't going to, because people are fucking insane over this right here. This is it. No, man. You ain't gonna get those old people that's ate pills their whole life and have always obeyed Satan or man and just sat there and watched the news. It's on TV, damn it. It's fake as shit. It's not real. It's the Roman Empire. They're in all of your houses. Now everybody's security is your prison. That's your check-in coming down the road. You're going to have to be in at 11, 10:30. They ain't going to need the prisons. No, they won't need them. They'll just fucking kill you down the road. But it's not real. It's not fucking real. You'll never see it because it takes years and years and a lot of crying and pain to get the fuck out of it. It is a matrix, and that's what it is. And y'all been fooled. These big churches ain't nothing but fucking liars. Okay? This is in Scripture. Okay? This is insane. This is fucking insane. And it hits all, black, white, brown, everybody. I love you.